Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video real quick just to give you a glimpse into an amazing lens. If you only have money for one lens, right? For like talking heads on a full frame camera, I like the Zeiss 55 millimeter. But the Zeiss, you can get that for like used for $400 for 55 millimeter. That is an amazing lens. But what if you want multiple focal ranges and you only have around $500 to $600 and you want many focal ranges? This, in my opinion, is the best bang for dollar lens you can get on a full frame camera, and you can use it on APS-C, which would give you even more of a range. It's the Tamron 28 to 200, 2.8 on the wide end, 5.6 on the far end. Now, you'd be like, well, no, it's not. It's not really what I want, but I've got this on ISO with a light on me, right? ISO only 320. I mean, I can go way up, and I've got it set around the 50 millimeter mark, something like that. But I could zoom in. Of course, not being a variable aperture, you'd have to adjust your ISO if you zoomed in and out. But I mean, for bang for buck, if you only have $600 for a lens, you can buy this thing. I bought this thing used for like $525. This is an amazing lens, 28 to 200, guys. And with the newer cameras, the full frame Sony cameras, you can go up to 2,000, 3,000 ISO, no problem. Like, this is 320 ISO, right? I could zoom out, I could zoom in. If I went to 2.8, then it'd be overexposed. It'd be overexposed a little bit, but now look, so much wider, right? If you want a wide angle, I can come in really close to the camera now, as you can see. But if you want, you can zoom way out. Now, obviously, I'll adjust my lighting in post, or I would turn the lighting up, move them closer, and that's the thing. That's the thing you don't get with when you get a variable aperture. You don't have to worry about adjusting the lights because they're all going to be the same. That's where the advantage is. But if you compare this to the 28 to 75, as far as image quality, they're pretty close. They're pretty close to where you're not going to notice a difference. And if you're talking about a budget, you're talking about look at all the focal ranges you get with this. Like, if you're starting out and you want to learn it and you want to get into it without spending $500, $600, $700 on primes and getting 6 or 7 of those, 2200 will do you well. I mean, it really will. This lens can do most of what you need. If you want talking heads, this can do talking heads, right? If you want to go out there and shoot pictures and do videos of whatever you want to do out there, it's talking head videos. It works great for that. Yeah, it's not going to give you the total blown out background, but if you want to zoom out further, you can do that as long as you have the lights on you. But I'm around the 70 mark right now, millimeter mark. But I just wanted to show you don't have to buy the latest, greatest, $1,800 lenses, and they're nice, right? You got the Tamron 35 to 150. That's a big favorite. Starts out at 2 and ends at like 2.8. So that's really good, right? But do you have $1,800 or $1,500 used, $1,400 used for that lens? When this focal range gives you actually more, right? It's a little wider and it goes further. And now that has its place, right? For professional gigs and things like that. But for most people, this will do you just fine too, right? It's at 320 ISO. I could raise the ISO way more if I wanted to. There's so much flexibility with that. But you've got the focal ranges. So if you want to, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, whatever you want to do, it's an option. I just wanted to throw that your way because this lens is an amazing lens. I've had it for a while. And generally, I like to throw my 55 on there at 1.8 and run that because I just like that big blown out background. And that's just the way I like to roll. But this lens is good too. And that's why I keep it. Like, this is I got the 20 to 40 Tamron, and I got this lens. And the 20 to 40 is a 2.8, right? But that's as expensive as this lens is, right? But you get from 40 millimeters to 200. Now, if you don't need that focal range, then obviously it's not going to be the lens for you. But if you want a pretty much all-arounder, you take one lens with you, you can pretty much do it all. You take this in a wide-angle lens, even like a little light 18mm Samyang, and you can use that for vlogging. But I recommend a DJI Pocket 3 for the vlogging. You take the DJI Pocket 3 and this lens with a full frame Sony camera, you got it. I mean, you got it. You got your vlogging. You'll have your phone too as a backup, and then you got this for anything you want to get zoomed in on. Right? It's 200 optical zoom. So with if you use clear image zoom, you can go into 350 millimeters, right? So you can get pretty far out. You can see some things that are far out that you're not going to get with like a 28 to 75. So just wanted to bring that your way, guys. That this is a great lens. I totally recommend it. It's great, but if you want to just do talking heads and you only need the one prime, then do that. But if you want to be versatile and you want to take the camera out and you need those extra focal ranges, that's when this one makes sense. But if you're just going to sit in front of the talking head and that's all you have planned for this camera or your camera and that's it, then just get the prime. That's what I would recommend. But if not, this is the next lens I would buy. I mean, honestly, the prime and then this, and you're pretty much set. But all right, guys, leave a comment below. Do you have any favorite lens? What lens is your favorite? What lenses do you like to use for what use cases? I'm really interested to find out. Talk to you later.